Hello, this is my research case study presentation. The parties in the first case are New York Times versus Lester Bruce Sullivan. In this case, Sullivan claimed defamation to character due to an article that was written by the New York Times criticizing actions made by the Montgomery Police Department. Sullivan felt that although the Montgomery Police Department was being criticized in the New York Times article, he felt that because of his responsibilities and involvement in the police department, his character would be defamed personally in response to the news article. One of the key elements of a defamation claim is that the false information is shared with intent or knowing that the information is truly false. In Sullivan's case, he originally was not required to prove malicious intent due to Alabama libel laws. Through this, he was awarded $500,000 in damages. Due to the lower courts finding the case for Sullivan, the Supreme Court then reviewed the case and came to the determination that the First Amendment should also protect the freedom of speech by the press against any form of public official, and in doing so, if there is a libel claim issued by a petitioner, no damages can be won unless they are able to prove malicious intent, which is, according to several justices, exceptionally difficult to do due to its broad definition. The parties involved in the second case are Elmer Gertz, an attorney, and Robert Welch, a magazine publisher. In this case, Elmer Gertz was a private person rather than a public figure. In Welch's article, An American Opinion, Gertz was labeled as a communist, and Welch specifically warned his readers about him to incite fear. The article stated that the allegations were not verified by Welch and, as such, were strictly hearsay. To readers of the American Opinion, who would assume sources' information would be verified, they would have concluded that Gertz was in fact a communist and would have damaged his business as an attorney and possibly affected his credibility in other court-based matters. As with any other form of press, verification of information is critically important, and thorough research and investigation into these allegations, truths would have been discovered which would have been prevented accusations of false information. In Florida, a defamation claim must prove that the accused published a false statement about the plaintiff of the claim to a third party, and due to the falsity caused harm to the plaintiff. In a recent case from 2006, the plaintiff must also prove negligence by the defendant along with the other 4 key elements listed above. One of the key takeaways from these 2 cases is how important it is to verify sources of information and make sure when individuals or entities are involved in communications, information must be truthful and sources properly to help defend the stand that the communication makes, whether positive or negative, and proof of all investigations and research must be able to be provided to help protect the writer's integrity.